Yeah, I'm up now. Here's an update. I'm a real snob. I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my steak. I'm finna give it a good shot on my case. She want the Mew Mew. She want the EJ. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a that band-aid. Thinking I miss, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rap if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby, I ain't like the rest of them. She a fanatic for that dun. Yeah, new house in the hills. Fine, waiting for me down in Brazil. 5, had to go on for the kill. It's 5 plus 8, you know the deal. It's a skinny leg legend. Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna be a mini baby mama? Yeah, our kids could be East African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him. I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. Just a couple reparations that I factor in. We saw the Toyota Ethiopians, yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna stop and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the pipe down. I need that.
As an immigrant, came into this country, adapting it every day, the language barrier, the culture barrier, everything, but you have to face it. I've been working my butt off, you know?
I was named after my grandfather, so I can't put shame to the name I'm proud of. If they it up correct, don't treat your family with honor. I don't care if it's easy for the barista, I promise. Yeah, me and my dad on the beach, he passed it to my sis while our toes touch the sea. I hope you hatin' get to do the same thing. Success don't suck, what sucks is wondering. 730 days and 32 new grades. That album got me stressed, I tune it like T-Pain. Yeah, I got the keys and these got keychains. They keep taking shots, but they missing, they need aim. Caught the signal like Bruce Wayne. Never had it all, but I built it from loose change. Life is like a white tee, baby, it gets stained. But you better bundle up, cause it's a cold game.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
man from UTEP. This is Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. McCarthy going to put it up right away. This is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
To the air with McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 10 yards.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Vikings at 12-3 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They spent the week in practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
And that'll be incomplete. Those defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again, McCarthy. We'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Let's go.
Here's McCarthy. He's going to go down here. Sack. They push him back to the 34. Drake Jackson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Vikings have 3 on the lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for sure field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Ready.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk to the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Come on, set. 60 red, set.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
They'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
First down, Green Bay.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
38. Set. Ready?
Now Love. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
5 yards.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Black 40. Yellow, cut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Got to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've got fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
At the 35-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action. Now McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. This time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Packers first down.
Here's Love. Now a run here off the RPO, and he'll keep it. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. These 2 teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they'd get a sweep of the season series.
Let's go now. 50, grid, 52 plus. Ram.
Love now. Now he's going to step up and run. And wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On the ready.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Down. Black 40.
To throw now. Here's Love. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson, 28 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. McManus's point after is good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. McCarthy operating from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
19, Tiger, 19.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They're holding to no gain.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
A gain of 12 yards.
12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They run it with Chandler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming out. And boy, they did it right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
10 black.
Throwing. Love. He'll try to pick it up himself. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Force a scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Love. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll try and do this himself. And he is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Yellow, 22. Ready?
Love looking to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10, we're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Check White. Set.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Luke Musgrave, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front.
His kick is good.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now McCarthy. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He finds his man complete. It's Chandler. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
36-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's Chandler. And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. That's another.
On play action, McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks are told us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Final play of the half, Love. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 53 yards rushing for him so far this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Trying to get the 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. But he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He's still having trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, so much for halftime adjustment. Sometimes the best adjustment you make is no adjustment. You just do things better. But in this case, I think an adjustment was in order. They may have to change up and start throwing the ball around a little bit more.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And with that last reception, we have just witnessed an NFL record. He's gone over 1,964 yards receiving now on the year as he moves past 2012 Calvin Johnson for the most in one season in NFL history. When you think about it, for a league that's been around for over 100 years, that is no small feat. So congratulations to him. As he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
That got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel. That gives your running back a nice chance downfield against that type of a defense.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. 6 seconds.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Ready. Black, 95.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go with Jacobs. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. In motion comes the tight end left. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Love from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown! Vikings. Ty Felton, 75 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after try forthcoming. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. All even at 20 now as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll set up to throw. That's taken in by Kraft. And he's going to get this down at the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
From the 29, Love. That's taken in by Golden. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
It's a gain
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And I think the ball's out. And this belongs to the Vikings. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
Following the fumble recovery, McCarthy. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Here's McCarthy. For the left side, it's complete. And he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Chandler. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 33. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. So third down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Up the middle they go. Chandler trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
He's got the first down and more than that. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the security point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second and 9. McCarthy off the play fake. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To the air with McCarthy. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they have that
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
32.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chandler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
There's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down. Throwing is McCarthy. That's complete to Chandler on the check down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
A big play here. 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Chandler. And he will have a Vikings first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
An inside give to Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
That's solid, Dina. We'll put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.